We do appreciate everyone coming in person when they can. It makes for a more interesting conversation, and the team here really does appreciate seeing all of your lovely faces. So I know summer can be a little bit tricky when kids are off from school, but whenever you guys do have the opportunity, we would love to see you in person. So moving on to today's topic, which is KWIC, and that stands for Keller Williams IQ, which is our artificial intelligence or AI powered chat tool. To kick off the class, I'm going to show you this super short 5-minute video by my favorite agent in the Keller Williams world, Marty Miller. I say that because he creates the 66-day challenge playlist. He has a video that will walk you through virtually any question you have regarding Command or DocuSign. But this is a great introduction to the KWIC tool, and I'd like you all to just take a little look. So here we go.
Welcome back to the KW Command.
Whoops, let me make that louder because no one can hear that. Right.
Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 9.0. And today is day 59. So today I'm going to highlight, once again, our KW Command app. But the feature I'm going to show you today is actually also available inside of KW Command on the desktop. And that is our KWIC or KWIQ option. We know that AI is proliferating our lives. It's pretty much in everything we do, and KW Command is no different. KWIQ is sort of your chat GPT, Ask Gary tool, if you will, that you can use to help your business. So KWIC is found underneath our hamburger menu in the bottom right-hand corner. We're going to click on those three little lines. We're going to get that pop-up menu, and we're going to go to KWIQ. And essentially, this works like most of your Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini style AI tools. You're going to give it a prompt, and then it's going to give you questions. Now, KWIQ or KWIC is a closed language learning model, meaning that it has been fed a ton of stuff, but that stuff is all around Keller Williams. So think about Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Shift, The One Thing, all of our training materials, Ignite, etc. So it's not going to be probably not going to tell you what the capital of Texas is, and yet it's going to be able to tell you things like you see on the screen. So if you scroll down, you're going to get about 5 or 6 different prompts available to you, and you can click on these, and it'll actually just give KWIC that prompt and then provide you with the response. So I just clicked on the very bottom one there. What should I post on social media to engage more buyers? And here you go. It's feeding me now. We're up to 9, maybe 10. Can we go for 12? There we go. So 10 different types of things that I might consider posting on social media. And I'm just scrolling back up to the top so we can see all of this. All right, just some ideas to get the juices flowing, if you will, how to engage more buyers on social media. Let's ask the reverse question, just for kicks and giggles. So I'm going to say to engage more sellers on social media, what should I be posting? And click on send. So here we go. It's going to scroll down to the bottom, and we're going to see what sort of different items it gives us. So there you go. Some different items with regards to posts that you might consider on selling or sellers, listing content, and it actually gave us 12 on this one. So you might be in a training class and someone says Y4C2Ts and you're still pretty new to KW and you're like, what does that mean? Hopefully you know how to spell it. What is, and it's W-I-4, Y4C2TES. And let's just see what it comes up with there. You can also put in what's Keller Williams' value statement, what's Keller Williams' mission statement. You can ask it questions around MREA. So here you go. It breaks down Y4C2Ts right there inside of KWIQ. What's the number one thing agents let's just see. I'm just giving it random prompts now. What's the number one thing agents overspend on when it comes to marketing? Let's just see. I mean, that's a little bit out there question, right? So let's just see what it comes back to based upon everything that it's been fed. Haven't learned that yet, so try search and connect. So you can see it's somewhat limited. Obviously we have additional tools that we can use with things like Chatbot, etc. But if you're really looking for to learn more in the Keller Williams ecosphere, KWIQ, a really powerful and important tool. Again, on your desktop command version, I believe they're actually working on potentially moving the location. Right now, it should be in the bottom right-hand corner, if I recall, and they may be moving it to the top toolbar. So we'll have to see where it ends up landing. But just look for those three little star sparkle-looking things on your screen that you can see on the left. That's going to be your KWIQ icon, and then you can click on that and start utilizing it. That's it for today, guys. Just a brief introduction and test run through of KWIQ utilizing the KW Command app. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I look forward to speaking with you again real soon.
So thank you to, once again, my man, Marty Miller. He is a teacher extraordinaire. We are gonna dive into KWIQ on the command dashboard in just a second. I just wanted to show you guys, the way that we market this technology. So this is on go.kw.com. And KWIQ is all about transforming the way we learn and work. So again, it is an AI-powered assistant that combines artificial intelligence with the leading real estate expertise. So this is going to give you answers to your top real estate questions right from Connect and the KW Command dashboard. Because the KW systems and models have been programmed into KWIQ, and that includes the MREA, Shift, things that you would find on any of the KW books, The One Thing, Ignite, Content, Value Squared, Value from our Playbooks, and Command MC. So that is a lot of information that is available to us. Just really quickly, some capabilities. Education, trying to remember something you read in the MREA, ask KWIQ. Content creation, need a hand drafting an email, turn to KWIQ. Strategies, out of ideas for this week's social post, best practices, wondering the best way to host an open house, KWIQ is going to have the answer for you. So while we're learning, KWIQ is learning too. So using the feedback function in the applet, and always reviewing responses to ensure the accuracy is key. If you ever are searching something and you see that an answer that's given may not be completely accurate, put that in the feedback. As I'm sure you guys know, and I hope that you guys know, whenever you are using ChatGPT or other AI-powered summary tools, it is really crucial to ensure that all the information you're receiving is correct. I've seen stories where AI can sometimes just make up court cases out of nowhere and cite them as they are fact. So while we're not dealing with anything that extreme, you always do want to make sure the information that you are learning and then passing on to clients and other agents is accurate. Benefits of KWIQ, it's fast, efficient, and it is smart, and it is an informed business companion for all things Keller Williams. So once again, just to stress it, unlike a public tool such as ChatGPT or Google Gemini or things like that, KWIQ gives you answers straight from the source, including the books, the Ignite course curriculum that we have, Value Squared content, etc. So now let's take a jump into our command dashboard, and we're going to play around with KWIQ. As Marty Miller mentioned, and as you may remember, there used to be a button at the very bottom right corner of our command dashboard. This has now been migrated up into our menu bar on the top. So next to the marketplace icon and the notification bell, you are now going to see KWIQ along with those 3 stars. The beauty of this is that you can now access KWIQ when you're in any of the applets. Prior to this change, you could only access it when it was on the home screen, but now regardless if you're in tasks, referrals, smart plans, opportunities, you're going to be able to find that KWIQ icon with ease. When I click on it, it will open up that chat menu. We can make this fuller screen. So like Marty said, it will give you some prompts, and if you do see any that you like, you can just go ahead and click on it to ask it that question. So right now we're asking, what numbers should I track in my business? It's gonna take a second to think, and here we go. Agent growth metrics, financial metrics, recruiting metrics, production, goal setting, retention, etc., etc. It's going to throw all of that at you, letting you know that you should monitor key metrics that provide insights into growth, profitability, and productivity. So here are some important numbers to keep track of. Really, really great. If you find things helpful, you can give it that little thumbs up, and that's going to tell the system this is good. You can also give it a thumbs down if you find something that maybe is not valuable or not accurate in your opinion, which is absolutely fine. Some other great example questions to ask KWIQ would be, what is the KW lead generation model? So let's go ahead and plug that question in. I'm gonna hit enter. We wait a brief second, and then we're gonna get our answer. It's a systematic approach designed to help real estate agents consistently generate the number of leads required to achieve their income goals. So the lead model includes prospecting and marketing, database management, systematic marketing. What would we like to read more about? So we can actually click on any of these options to read more. It's going to suggest follow-up prompts for that. So, okay, this all sounds good. But now what tools in command will support this lead generation? How can I implement this in my business? It will say this is a good follow-up question for you to ask to get more information. Additionally, if you'd like to click on any of these to read more, it'll open up a new tab for you, and it will actually bring you into KW Connect. So we used to have connect.kw.com, that was our learning platform. They are now, it's still in process, but they have merged it within Command, so it's one less website you have to look for or to look at. But here's a student manual for the MREA Business Planning Clinic. I would be able to click on that link there to save it. And then copy link, that's to copy it. There we go. So what I did to access the file was I clicked on this here, now I understand, so this is the image of a link, and that's why this was clicking, the place to click. But this is gonna bring me into a Google Business Doc or a PDF that I can now add in my Google Business Doc. So here's a business planning clinic participant manual. This is 140 pages. Is this a lot of information? Yes. Is this probably more information than you need? It could be. It may be just enough. It may not even be enough. Everyone's needs and wants are different. But this is reviewing everything, the economic model, the lead generation model, etc., etc. We can also come back into KWIQ and perhaps ask them to summarize that a bit more. That's always an option for you. Let's say you want to ask it something that is more command related. How can I create a social design in command? So you can actually ask it, how do I do something within this system? How do I create a design? How do I run an ad across my social media? How do I edit a contact card or update an opportunity? You can go ahead and ask it any of those questions, and it's going to create very insightful answers. So again, I asked it how to create a social media design. It's going to direct me where to go, where to click, how to choose a template, customizations, downloading and sharing. Would you like to read more about this? So I can always click create a social media marketing design. And this is going to bring me to answers.kw.com, where we will find step-by-step graphics and GIFs and descriptions that will help you master any question that you have. You're also going to see your follow-up prompts, and we can say that this is helpful or not. Over time, you can always come back and check in with the history, and this is going to let you see all of the questions that you've asked this over time. So back in April, I asked it how to run an effective social media campaign. I can come back to that question and see the answers that it had given me in the past. So you don't have to worry about saving any of these answers in a separate file. It's all gonna be here for you, so you can just quickly go back and look at any information that it has provided for you in the past. Just an FYI, these are the types of questions that KWIQ cannot answer. Anything that requires math, me and KWIQ both, we cannot answer anything math related, please don't ask us. But if you wanted to find out your conversion rate, that's not something you would be able to plug into the KWIQ chatbot. Something that's involving someone's specific business. So who has the hottest lead in my database? It can't answer that for you. Questions that don't have clear-cut answers. When will interest rates drop this year? As amazing as this tool is, it's not a fortune teller, so questions like that, you are not going to be able to find the answers for. But that is a-okay, because like the video in Marty Miller's, or like Marty Miller said in his video, it is specific information in this closed, I forget the word that he used, but this is a closed tool, meaning that it's not going to be taking any information from outside sources to find answers for questions that are asked. So that's why there are some suggested questions that you can utilize, such as the prompts when you click in here, or anything else that has to do with playbooks, the books, anything like that. And you won't be able to find out more topical information such as conversion rates or how many homes are on the market in my town. It's not gonna know this information. For that, go to the MLS, reach out to the broker to find out if there are other resources where you can find this information. But ultimately, the KWIQ chat box is here to help you. Play around with it. You can ask it as many questions as you want. You may or may not find the answers depending on what that question is, but there's no harm in asking. So if I were to ask it, when will interest rates drop this year? I wrote frop, so let's see if it even knows what I'm asking it. I cannot predict future interest rate changes as they depend on various economic factors and decisions made by central banks. Would you like to learn about how interest rates impact real estate, or perhaps explore strategies for navigating high interest rate markets? Sure. Explore. Hold on, we're lagging. Explore strategies for navigating. Whoa. There we go. It'd be great if I can type. So I'm going to ask it this follow-up question and let's see what it says. So it does give you some strategies. This does not relate to an actual interest rate number. So it doesn't matter if the interest rate is 5%, 6%, 10%, heaven forbid 13% or more. It doesn't matter because the system is going to say, okay, it's a high interest rate market. It can be challenging. Here are some strategies that can help buyers make more informed decisions. Why wait? Trade up, less is more, fund it at a best buy. Would you like to dive deeper into one of these strategies, or would you like to discuss how interest rates specifically affect monthly payments? So another great thing to point out is that not only are you going to find some answers, sometimes they can be a little simple, you can always ask it to go into more detail, but it does look like on any question you ask, it will suggest some follow-up questions. This is going to give you more information, it's going to keep you more informed, it's going to give you the tools that are going to be able to provide better answers for your clients, to create these business plans, these marketing plans, anything like that, how to use the dashboard. You're going to have the answers to all of this at your fingertips. That is just a very general overview of the KWIQ tool. There's, I don't want to go too much more into this because really we would just be sitting here all day and asking different questions, which is absolutely fine. I suggest you guys log into Command or even hop on the Command mobile app and type in some questions, see what the system can answer, see what it can't, see the responses, ask it to elaborate, ask it follow-up questions. It really is a powerful tool at our fingertips. Again, depending on what your question is, I would recommend you come here as opposed to ChatGPT or Gemini or anything like that. Because this information is pulled from reliable, verified sources, aka things that Keller Williams has to offer, including our models and our systems and our book content and things like that. Next month, well, almost this month, because I can't believe it's almost August, but next month, we are going to be having a class that dives much deeper into AI. So think of this as a little bit of a teaser. I wanted you guys to see how KWIQ works so you would have the power and the confidence to go in and explore this on your own. But next month on August, I believe it's the 13th, we are having Louis Estrella back to teach us another AI powered class. He was here, my gosh, I think it was maybe a year or two ago. And he provided a great class with tons and tons and tons of information for us. And we are so excited to welcome him back because he is going to give us all of his updated notes and answer any questions that you have, because AI is becoming more and more prevalent, more and more prominent in everyone's lives and everyone's business. Additionally, this year in October, Bold is coming back. So I know if you've been with Keller Williams for a while, you've probably attended at least one Bold. People who take Bold have taken it multiple times. They learn something new every time. I'm really excited that we're bringing this back after a slight hiatus, not only because we have a great coach, Tammy, who's coming back, not only because it's a little bit of a shorter time frame, it's 6 weeks as compared to 8, but the curriculum has finally been updated. So this curriculum is going to have a huge focus on social media and artificial intelligence. So this is going to be brand new content that we're going to be unrolling in our next Bold session. We're going to be reviewing this more at our team rally on August 23rd, 24th, 24th, whatever the third Thursday in August is, that's when our team rally is. But we're going to be, giving a little sneak peek about Bold. You can hear right from Tammy why this curriculum is different and why it's better than, what you may have taken in the past. Moral of this rant is that we are trying to have a lot of options for you guys and a lot of resources to make AI easy for you. I will be honest, if you've ever had a conversation with me, I am not AI's biggest fan, but I do see the value in some things, especially when it is straight from command. So the reason why I'm sometimes hesitant with AI is because we don't know where the information is being pulled from. There's no one verifying how accurate that information may be. And that's just a greater discussion for a greater time. For example, someone was Googling another Keller Williams office in New Jersey, and the AI summary on Google said that the team leader was so-and-so, yet the rest of the staff was our staff here. So it actually had our names and our positions, but it was for the Jersey City office. So to the average eye, no one is going to have any idea that that information is incorrect. We know it because I don't work for Jersey City, I work here. But it's just one small example of how sometimes you really need to be cautious of what you are taking in when it comes to AI. With KWIQ, you don't have to have that much, not necessarily fear or hesitation, but you can have a feeling of, what's the word I'm looking for? A greater sense of something, knowing that all the information that powers KWIQ comes directly from Keller Williams. So it's not pulling information from an online resource and passing it off as its own. It's not going to do that. So it is, based on more verified information. And I think it's a great tool. And over time, this KWIQ is only going to get better. I am sure that they're going to be implementing more and more AI into command. Additional things that now have AI are within the design, so you can actually have a design be created simply by plugging in the property address. It can create some of that artwork for you. Similarly, when it comes to creating ads that you're going to run on social media, it can help you create the captions and all of that stuff to make it in a specific voice or tailored to a certain audience. So there is a lot, and over time, we're going to have more resources and more classes for you guys to make sure everyone is comfortable using KWIQ and any other AI tool out there. Does anyone have any questions? I know, it's a very high level overview of the system, but again, for the umpteenth time, I really recommend you guys coming in here, playing around with it, asking it some questions. You can always go to answers.kw.com. There is a search function. So if you want to search for KWIQ, you can see here how to use it in command, how to use it in the app, different things like that. And these are about a year old, but as time goes on, there may be more information here. Does anyone have any questions? I know it's pretty self-explanatory, so if not, that is a-okay. But if you do have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. I hope to see you all at our August rally when we talk about Bold, and we're gonna have some incentives for signing up. So if you've been to a rally before where we talk about Bold, you know that there are some great incentives, and I'm not gonna spoil it now, you're gonna have to show up to find out. But additionally, with Bold, I think it's gonna be a great program, I'm excited for it, so if you guys do think of any other questions as time goes on, feel free to reach out. You can call me, WhatsApp me, text me, email me, but we are here as well. We're in the Market Center 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So if you're ever in the neighborhood or you just find yourself not having much to do that day, come on by, say hi to the team. We can answer any questions you have, and it's always great to see all of your beautiful faces.
Amanda,
Yes.
the Bold is free or you have to pay for the course?
Bold is a cost, it is $7.99 for the course, but similarly to previous years, if you have X number of transactions, they're still finalizing that number. Or for example, you go under contract on 2 properties or how whatever the number is, once they close, there are options to get that Bold reimbursed. So yes, there is a cost up front, but if you follow all the prompts and really keep yourself accountable, which Bold is designed to do, you have the opportunity to get a reimbursement for that initial fee. And we will go over all of those questions and answers during our rally, and of course, after that, happy to answer any other questions you have. So
Thank
that's
you.
a question. You're welcome.